Seeing the commotion inside the restroom, Leon dragged Anna out, much to her horror. All he could see was red. He came to the bar along with his acquaintance and joined his friends on the upper floor's booth. He was enjoying his time, coming back after 2 years, and was engrossed in the cliche discussion when the topic diverted on the girl wearing a beige-colored dress and moving like a seductress. As the lighting inside the bar was dim, he couldn't make out her face initially. One of the guys from the group claimed his stake and went out of the booth towards the dance floor. He almost reached the seductress and was about to grab her by her hip when the lights were turned on for a brief moment. It required Leon a second to recognize that face, and before he knew it, he was out there screaming bloody murder. He knew the day would come when he had to meet his estranged wife, but what he didn't realize was meeting her in this circumstance. She wasn't looking hot. She looked like a sexy siren. If he thought the possessive part of him died a long time ago, then he was in for a surprise. Leon. Anna's frightened voice brought him out of his thoughts, where he was planning different ways to murder the guy who was planning to dance with her and then fuck her. The onlookers gave the couple a confused look. Anna's frightened expression didn't go unnoticed by them, nor was Leon's murderous expression. Anna noticed the stare they were getting and started protesting to get out of his grip. "Not a word, Anna." He growled, trying hard not to look at her, fearing his anger would rein him. No matter how much Anna struggled, his hold on her wrist never loosened. In an attempt to stop him from dragging her to God knows where, she tried holding on to the handrail while they reached the stairs that lead to the upper floor on their way. "Where is he taking me?" She was thinking rapidly. However, her protest only irked him more, and he pinned both her wrist while holding her by her wrist, forcing her to walk at his pace. She stumbled due to high heels, and also trying to match his strides. In her panic, she completely forgot about Vilma. She wriggled in his hold, but to no avail. The moment the exit came into her view, in a desperate attempt, she started looking out for Vilma for help. However, with the crowd around them, it was a futile attempt. Anna's heart almost reached her throat in panic, and the body heat from Leon's body so close to her didn't subside her panic. She knew his body too well to recognize the lava of anger boiling inside him. A few hours ago, she wanted to meet him, talk to him, confront him about why he was divorcing her, but now all she could think of was ways to escape him. If anything, talking to him when he is furious was a disaster. She didn't even realize when they left the bar and reached the parking lot. She frantically looked around for help. When she looked around, she first noticed a couple making out, forcing her to avert her gaze. Her hope arose when she saw 2 guys sitting on the hood of their car and was about to shout for help. She flinched, feeling hot breathing over the rim of her ear. "Call out for help, and I would shove that tiny piece of cloth up to your ass and take you in front of them," he whispered, breathing harshly through his teeth. Anna gulped in fear and let him guide her. There was no denying he would do as he promised when he was this furious. Anna was smart and knew to choose her battle wisely. A black modified Mustang resembling a beast came into her view. Anna had no doubt that the car was secondhand, but was modified, making it look world-class. She scowls at herself for still remembering Leon's craze for cars. He always wanted to have a modified Mustang, even if it was second or third hand. Upon reaching his car, he roughly shoves Anna near the passenger door before commanding, "Get in." She held onto the car to regain her balance, and manning all her strength, she replied, "No. I can't let him make me do as he wishes." She mustered up her courage and looked straight into his eyes. Seeing the glint of reluctance in her eyes, he lost his cool and banged his fist on his car's roof. Anna flinched before a whimper escaped her mouth. This was the first time Leon intimidated her using his physical strength, and it would be a lie to say it didn't work on her. A tear escaped her eyes out of fear while she cupped her mouth with her trembling hand to stop whimpering further. She didn't need to turn around. The sound of glass shattering with the fist impact was enough evidence of broken window glass. Satisfied with her reaction to his threat, he opened the car door slowly, and she slid in without any protest or quest on. Anna flinched when Leon closed the door harshly, but stayed rooted to her place. Her chest heaved every time she took a breath. However, it came out shuddering when she exhaled. She had no clue where they were heading, as she had other pressing matters to think about. She was scared at that moment would have been an understatement. While she was contemplating what would happen to her, she overlooked her destination. She clutched her seat for fear of the speed Leon was driving at. Leon decided to go against his protesting mind and steal a glance at Anna, and saw her breathing through her mouth and clutching the seat as if her life depended on it. Still the same. Still grab her seat when scared, he thought. He didn't know what he was doing or where he was taking her. All he could think was taking Anna away from all the predatory gaze and locking her away from every man. For a long time, her ragged breathing and his grunts filled the air inside the car. To cool his anger, Leon hit the button on the console beside him and rolled down the windows. Anna subconsciously leaned towards the window and let the breeze soothe her fear. Her long locks were tied in a messy bun. However, few strands brushed against her heated cheek with the breeze. The cool wind was having its effect on her, and she could now think clearly. She knew she couldn't escape Leon, and the evening would definitely end with them talking. She needed reasons. She wanted to know why he left her. She wanted him to tell her why he asked her to abort the child when he had already planned to leave her. She was brought out of her thoughts when the car came to an abrupt halt, and the next second, she heard the seatbelt clicking. She was still grasping her surroundings when the door opened, and Leon pulled her by her forearm. She noticed they were in an isolated parking lot of a multi-residential apartment with no sign of humans around. Her heart was pounding against her chest, and her breathing was uneven due to the effect of her jogging as she was pulled by Leon. She tried to stay calm in the situation. With her panic state, she won't be able to get a solution. She let him maneuver her, to test the waters. She tried to get her hand out of his grip when they were in an elevator. However, he clutched it harder, followed by a growl. As soon as she heard a ding sound from the elevator, Leon dragged her out, leading the way. She was looking at his back with fright, and the next moment a scream escaped her mouth when she was thrown on the bed. The impact caused her to bounce twice before her messy bun ripped on. She could only hear her heart beating at an increased rate and his exasperated breathing. So far, she thought if she could think calmly and talk to him, she could rein the situation. However, the realization that he brought her to a bedroom drained all her strong facade down the gutter. All she could think of was to remain frozen or best to camouflage with the bed. With the severity of the situation, her logic too left her. Meanwhile, Leon stood at the side of the bed with closed eyes and a restrained face. He took one deep breath to calm his fury and plopped his right knee on the bed. He leaned down and grabbed Anne by her shoulder. With a gentle tug, he made her face him. The first thing he saw was her closed eyes and shivering lips. He knew she was petrified of him with her rigid posture while lying on the bed, and chose to approach her sofa. "What were you doing in the bar?" Leon asked while holding her gently by her shoulder. Why is he gentle now? What is he up to? Those were her immediate thoughts. She knew he would confront him, but she mentally prepared herself to hear him yell at her. However, his softer approach made her frown. On receiving no response from her, he said through gritted teeth, "Anna, we both know the level of my patience, so don't test my patience while I am asking nicely. What were you doing in the bar wearing this?" He trailed, running his gaze over her dress again to find the right word. It proved to be a wrong move. Her dress slid up when he threw her on the bed, displaying her soft thighs while her swell protruded with the impact of him holding her. He lowered himself on his folded knee, pulling Anna closer unknowingly. She thrust her hands on his chest to make a safe distance between them, which earned her a glare from Leon, who looked at her hands on his chest and then at her for even trying to escape him. "The last time I checked, I don't owe you any explanation," she said while giving a disdainful look. That was his undoing. "Do you even know what that bastard was saying about you? He was planning to take advantage of you. And what the fuck you were thinking while making the dirty moves on the dance floor? Were you trying to seduce some random guy? Is that what you became now?" he said with a growl. "How dare you?" Anna glared, her eyes already glossy with anger. "You want me to tell you what such women are called?" Leon asked, ignoring her glare. "What I am or I was is none of your concern now. Where were you when I was calling you all these days? Where were you when I begged you to talk to me?" She screamed, losing to her emotions. She kept hitting his chest with all her might. "You left me. You left me." Leon neither stopped her from hitting him nor responded to her accusation, although his expressions changed from fury to blank. When Anna was done hitting him and letting out her emotions, she whispered harshly, "You left me, and now you are pretending as if what that guy said still affects you, whereas the truth is you don't give a fuck." Leon's expression fell, taking advantage of his shock. She pushed him with all her strength and got up from the bed. "You don't have any right to order me or question me. It's my life, and I don't owe you any explanation," she said, looking straight into his eyes. Run was the only thought in her mind. She knew she messed it up even more, but she was the one who was betrayed and not the other way around. She should be the one asking the question, not him. Though she said each word with a stern look to him, only she knew deep down how scared she was to be alone with him in God knows whose bedroom. His impassive form or blank eyes were like the silence before the storm. "Run, Anna! Get out of here before he does something." Her mind warned her to walk towards the door. She darted towards the door and covered the distance in record time. While she was about to open the door, she heard him say, "Oh yeah, I don't have any right over you. Then explain this to me?" Anna frowned, waiting for his question. But what she didn't expect was the shudder running through her spine when his warm breath hit the side of her face. The next second, she was turned around, her back hit the door, and Leon smashed his lips over hers. At first, she was taken aback by his sudden attack and forgot to react. But when she felt his hand roaming over her body, she came to her senses. She groaned to show her protest, her disapproval of his kiss, but it only made him deepen it. She kept pushing him, but her strength was nothing compared to his, wrapping an arm around her waist to pull her closer. He grabbed the nape of her neck to solidify his claim. Though Anna struggled to get out of his grip, she was more petrified with the notion of how her Betty was reacting to his kiss. His kiss was dominating and all-consuming, and her reluctance only fueled his possessiveness. It provokes him to show her she could only belong to him. He was worthy of everything that involved Anna. Whether it was her smile, seductive moves, or heart and soul. With their gaze locked, he fisted her locks, and she gasped with the action. She knew if he didn't stop kissing her, she would be a lost cause. She started hitting him on his chest without breaking the stare, pushing him with all her might but to no avail. His back eyes turned darker, and Anna found herself drowning in them. His locked gaze overpowered her sanity, and she ended up welcoming his darkness with open arms. Anna stopped resisting eventually. All she wanted was to feel him. Leon groaned before pushing her into the door. He wanted to kiss her only to prove he was still her husband, however. All his senses were gone when she kissed him back. The deprivation of physical intimacy for 2 years couldn't be filled with a kiss. He wanted more. She craved to feel him again. He was still fighting inwardly. The logic demanded he should pull away from her and talk. He made the mistake of opening his eyes, and when he saw Anna's face, he succumbed to his desire. Anna felt hesitant standing before him. Like Leon, Even her sanity was trying to bring her back to senses. And in a meek attempt, she tried pulling away from him. What she didn't know was the ship had already sailed for her. Instead of backing away from her, Leon pulled her up and kissed her again. Intuitively, Anna grabbed his shoulder. Her resolve broke completely when she gave in to his devouring kiss. Leon. What was supposed to be a simple name came out as a chant of prayer. For 2 years, Leon missed feeling her again. The silence of the night was filled with their lovemaking, and the air thickened with the whiff of sex.